I am so happy to be here with you. Today I am sharing the scripture verse, Proverbs 15 verse 1. A soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh response stirs up anger. A soft answer refers to a kind and considerate response, one which is likely to avoid the situation from escalating. And this is what we do not like: situations escalating. This scripture verse is found in Proverbs 15 verse 1. It emphasizes the power of a gentle and calm response to diffuse anger and conflict. Too many times as women, we believe that in order to be heard, we ought to be loud. And I have been in this situation before. I have been in the situation where I felt in order to be heard, I had to be loud. Whether as a leader, as a parent, as a sibling, as a friend, or as a partner. But little did I know that being loud does not mean that I was being heard. It is better to be influential than to be loud. Because when you are influential, people will respond to you. They will immediately respond to your emails, to your messages, to your texts, than trying to be loud. Now, do you know that you're not only loud when you open your mouth? You can be loud based on the way you are dressed, based on the way you speak, based on your tone of voice, and even the way you walk. Now let's dissect this scripture verse. A soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh response stirs up anger. I remember several years ago, my now 22-year-old daughter, I was correcting her on something she had done which was wrong in my eyes. And apparently, more than likely, I was loud. And she said to me, "Mommy, why do you have to be so loud? Do you believe in order to get a reaction from me, you ought to be loud?" And when she left the room, I sat in introspection of myself, and I realized that what this child at the time said to me was so right. Why in the world was I thinking, in order to correct my daughter at that particular time, that I needed to be loud in order for her to have heard me? Ladies and anyone who's here with me, welcome to the Subtle Standout. Let's look at this verse in so many different ways. It's a community where we're communicating, we're conversing, and I would love for you to leave your comments in the comment section so we can have a discussion. Let me share with you, I've lost friendships because I thought being loud was being heard. I've lost very good relationships because I thought being loud was being heard. I remember an ex of mine who'd often say to me, "Why are you so harsh? Why are you so loud? Stop yelling at me." And I would say to him, "I'm not yelling." I would take offense to what he was saying. And do not get me wrong, I know there are some men and I know there are some people who will make it a point to deliberately tell you you are being loud, sometimes even when you are not being loud. but reflection is a key word here. When I sat and reflected on past situations and past problems that I've been through, I realized that yes, I was being loud. And I had to sit in introspection of myself after years of reading books and articles, and just equipping myself with different schools of thoughts and knowledge. I have come a long way. And if you are in the situation that I was, where you are being loud and you believe that being loud is being heard, I am here to tell you that being loud does not necessarily mean you are being heard. Remember today's scripture verse from Proverbs 15 verse 1. A soft answer turns away wrath, but a harsh answer stirs up problems. Remember that. When you are speaking to your child, when you are speaking to your partner, when you are speaking to your friend, or addressing a co-worker, moving forward, remember this scripture verse. A harsh answer stirs up anger. If you want a reaction and you want a kind, considerate, soft reaction or response, remember to be kind, soft, and considerate. It is so true that what we give is what we get. If you give a harsh response or a harsh answer, you will stir up anger, and this is not what you want. So whatever you want, give it out and it will come back to you. I am so excited to be here on the Subtle Standout. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you again soon.